And we are live. Welcome to another episode of your favorite after church podcast, the No Key Podcast. I'm your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Maul, man.
And Jay every day is out traveling somewhere, doing what he does. Ma, how was your last week, man?
It was good. It was cool. I was a little upset yesterday because me and the wifey were supposed to go to this 112 concert, but they canceled it and they pushed it all the way back to March 6th, which is crazy. And then people wonder why when I say I don't go to concerts. Like, that's not my thing, and this is one of the reasons why. It's this, and is when you go to concerts, I want to pay my money for it to be like, don't try to skim me because you tired from the night before or you tired from the now. I pay my money just like everybody else, so I want the good show. And people get on me and we go back and forth all the time, and this is one of the reasons why. Like, they didn't even give a reason why the concert was canceled. You feel me? And then when you do come, not saying they will, but I've heard a lot of bad experiences with concerts. Like, people talking about people giving lackluster performance, people coming late, only giving 30 minutes of a show. It just be a slew of things that you hear about, like, concerts, and I'll be like, man, I'm not paying my money for that shit. That was cool. I was really looking
Uh-oh.
when it comes and
Am I losing you or you losing me?
What you mean?
Because my internet was like you were skipping on my screen.
Oh no, I wouldn't see you skipping on mine though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was So when they canceled the concert, obviously they gave you a refund, right?
No. You just use the ticket for the next one. Is I'm echoing? You hear me echoing?
Oh no, are you hear it? Because I wasn't muting myself.
Okay, no, I ain't hear no echo. No, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so they just gave you a ticket for the next one. So you
just used your ticket because they rescheduled the show. So you just use your ticket for something else.
But for that same artist.
Yeah, for the same people.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think, and genuine question, you think they should tell you? Like they should tell you what happened?
Yes, because I paid my money. It's different if it's like something else. Like, I'm a mind my business type of person. But people who paid their money, it should be some type of explanation where we had a death in the family, someone of the people was sick, we couldn't make it, the venue had this, that, and the third. It should be some type of transparency because you paid your money. Because they don't really give refunds back. Like, when you go to these concerts, it got to be something damn near detrimental for them to give your money back. And you got to go through the depths of hell to get your money back.
Yeah, and that's one major contribution to why I don't like to go to concerts in general is because of the people around me. I don't trust that.
What you mean?
It's just too unpredictable.
Oh, you talking about people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my main reasons. I don't trust people. Yeah, I don't trust people.
Yeah, the people at the concert are like, a lot of times the people are loud. They're louder than a person on stage, or they're doing too much, or they might get drunk. No, I remember one time I went to it was a gospel concert, Ty Tribbett, and it was in I forget where, but he showed up at least an hour late, or something like somewhere around an hour late at least. Granted, I wasn't complaining too much because I was there, I was chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's just the principle of it. You showed up an hour late, so I hope this is going to be a good show for you to make up for the fact that you're late. Yeah, my last week. Oh shoot, my last week was not too bad. Not too bad. I didn't do much. I just stayed in the house, devising plans and working on stuff. Yeah. No. I was about to say I went to see a movie. I was about to say I went to see Predator, but I told you that last week. Who else is someone, while I'm pulling this up, who else is someone that you would see in concert? Like I guess R&B group.
It ain't nobody. It's just rappers. I'll go see T.I. because that's one of my favorite rappers. And I'm going to see, I want to go see, I wish I would have seen Jeezy with the orchestra when he came here. That's one of the ones I would have wished that was. But it's just rappers, and there's probably a few. If I think about it, sit here and think long and hard about it, I will go for R&B people, but it'll be old school R&B people. It wouldn't be nobody new.
Nobody knew.
Probably Chris Brown, because they say Chris Brown put on a great performance. I've never heard
that's what I was waiting to say.
I've never heard no bad things about Chris Brown putting on no lackluster performance whatsoever. I don't give a fuck what day it is. It can be a Tuesday, it can be a Wednesday, it can be a Saturday, Sunday. That man give 100% effort every time I've heard anybody go see him. And Usher, they say Usher do a pretty good show too.
That's what I was waiting to say. Like nobody knew, because I don't know, Chris. I hear a whole lot of once a long time ago, and that was a great performance. And as of now, I have yet to, just like you said, I have yet to hear, excuse me, any bad issues about any Chris Brown concert. And that he is one of few that I would go see. Other than Chris Brown, I would probably go see some artists at a smaller venue. You know, because there's not a lot of people that put on a show.
True.
And that's what I go for. Like for instance, J. Cole. J. Cole's one of my favorite rappers. I wouldn't go see J. Cole in concert because I've seen J. Cole concerts on YouTube and he just sits on the stage.
Only reason I go get that because that's one of my son's favorite artists. So I've always wanted to take him to a J. Cole concert. So I will go sit with my son and go watch J. Cole.
Maybe if he has a like I said, a smaller, I don't see why he would because he's a big name artist. But if he had a smaller concert, I would go see him. But
you know they do little intimate settings like that sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, if I catch word of it, I'll see him that way. But other than that, you know, in like the bigger venues that we have out here, no, I wouldn't go see him. For what? To walk around the stage and rap? Nah.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna get into this first subject. This is one that came across my purview. And so the story is a man was married to a woman, and the husband, the man, started having an affair with the woman, with another woman. They divorced. Now the now ex-wife is suing the woman that the husband was cheating on for, it was I think $3 million. But let's check it out. Share my screen. Okay.
Kira Montague, days after a jury awarded her $1.75 million in an alienation of affection case that has sparked international headlines.
I went right back to work, and so like the people at my job, they kind of got rid of some of my stuff because they thought I wasn't coming back because of how much that I was awarded.
The case is centered around this woman, viral TikTok star Brene Kennard, allegedly having an affair with Montague's husband that she became aware of in January of 2024. The lawsuit alleged Kennard flaunted that affair on social media to her more than 3 million followers, claiming she could not wait to become Mrs. Montague.
She's worth everything for him. Like, he's worth everything to her.
The alienation of affection law states that if a marriage ends on an account of infidelity, the husband or wife in certain situations can sue the person who the spouse had the affair with.
I was raised to respect the marriage. I was raised to respect God. So loyalty, marriage, the White House with the picket fence and the dog and the kid, that's me.
Akira becoming emotional, thinking of the impact this has on her kids.
It was horrible. Like, I can't, even right now, I don't like going out in public with my kids because I'll get stopped in the store. I can't have fun with my kids to this day because people harass me and so it's hard.
Attorney Robinetta Jones, who represented Montague, says the evidence of Kennard's actions, who has since married Montague's ex-husband, has consequences.
I want people to be able to think, okay, Miss Montague won $1.75 million. Is that man worth it? Is that woman worth it? They will think now.
The case capturing attention worldwide.
She has an outpouring of support from everyone online and just here in the state of North Carolina. It's because a lot of women can resonate with her.
Akira now looking back at a dream deferred.
Yeah, I was deeply in love with that man. that I would do anything for him. I made sure that I put him first, and I shouldn't have.
Eyewitness News reached out to Brene Kennard for comment after the trial, but she chose to decline. Reporting in Raleigh, Dewan Hogard, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
All right. Let's see here. You say, dude walked away from his family to go TikTok all day. There's a such thing as TikTok star. This world is bonkers. I'm moving to North Carolina. The wife is way pettier. Hope she finds peace and healing. Good for her. You go, girl. You deserve the best, man. This fake husband is out of your life now. Thank God. Wow, I didn't know you could sue a spouse and his significant other for having an affair. Okay. That's some of the thoughts and sentiments of the people. Ma, what did you think of this?
You gotta know what states, you gotta know the laws of which states you're in. Like, we sit up here and we do shit all the time in different states, thinking everything applies to different states, even though, we think because it's federal or whatever like that. Different states have different laws. This is a law because when you first sent this, and the first thing came to my mind is, I thought this only happened in North Carolina. And then they said, oh, North Carolina. I was like, oh, okay. Because I knew about this. I've heard about this before and I read up on it. So you got to know what you do. Like, people be sitting around here fake woke, fake knowing what the fuck it is, and fake knowing this and fake knowing that. You don't really know shit. Everybody really don't know shit. So quit trying to, fake like you know No, we need to read up on a lot of stuff. I always say I don't know enough. I need to know more. And I don't know if you knew that before, but I knew when I heard this, first thing came to my mind is, I thought this only happened in North Carolina. Lo and behold, it's in North Carolina. Because I've heard of this before. I ain't gonna say I read up on it and I look all that, because I don't plan on being in no situation like this. So I ain't ready. I'm cool. But you got to know the laws. It's the law. Like, people can say, oh, she was greedy. Oh, she was this. Oh, the husband shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't. You got to know the laws of what state you're in. So you can keep saying all that else you want to. Know the laws. Know the law. That's all I got to say. Know the law.
Do you know of any other states that this alienation of affection?
I'm pretty sure it probably is. I'm pretty sure it probably is. I just know about this one because I heard about it before and I read up on what it was.
Yeah. Alienation of affection is crazy. And it was okay. So we the law is the law, right? Got it. We got the law is the law. What you think about the 1.75 million?
It's the law, bro. I don't got no sentiment of what she got or how she got it. She sued, she won, it's the law. If she got 15 million, the nigga got it to pay, it's the law. We can sit up here and go back and forth with it, it's the law. Wrong is wrong, right is right. It's the law.
I think so. The way I understand it, maybe it's something that I missed. She's just suing the girl that the man was cheating with, right? Not I guess the husband by default, but she's suing the TikToker specifically and not the husband. Did I hear that?
You brought it to me. I don't know. I was just went off what you look at. I thought you looked up a lot of this stuff. I'm assuming that's what happened. I'm assuming that she's suing the other woman for cheating with her husband. I don't think she's suing her ex-husband. I'm thinking she's suing the other woman.
Right. I'm just making sure because you know what? I'll play it again just to be sure. Let's speed it up a little bit too.
My job, they kind of got rid of some of my stuff because they thought I wasn't coming back because of how much that I was awarded.
The case is centered around this woman, viral TikTok star Brene Kennard, allegedly having an affair with Montague's husband that she became aware of in January of 2024. The lawsuit alleged Kennard flaunted that affair on social media to her more than 3 million followers, claiming she could not wait to become Mrs. Montague.
She's worth everything for him. Like, he's worth everything to her.
The alienation of affection law states that if a marriage ends on an account of infidelity, the husband or wife in certain situations can sue the person who the spouse had the affair with.
I was raised.
Yeah, so sue the person the spouse had the affair with.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How that's crazy?
Well, it's the law, of course. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it's crazy because I've never heard of that. I could see, I've always, when it comes to divorce, you always hear about people saying that they are trying to get back at their spouse, or specifically in cases like this, when a man cheats on his wife, the wife is trying to get back at her now ex-husband. But she said, you know what? I'm going to sue the woman that my husband was cheating with. That's crazy. Now, and this is in your opinion, right? So of course she can do whatever she wants, right? She is, according to what she just said, you know, she said she went back to work and the place had already cleared all of her stuff, or some of her stuff, because of how much money she won. You, and I ask you specifically, not, I don't want to say in the divorce, but you win some sort of.
I'm going back to work. Because first of all, you ain't gonna know I want no money. That's the first thing. I'm gonna move just like I've been normally moving, and I'm gonna ease my way on out of everything I got to ease my way out of. It's not just gonna happen abruptly. But now, I got a saying: there will be signs that I got a little bit more money. I did not say that, but I'm still gonna be moving just like I was until I ease my way on out. Because then, you know, when you come across money like that, you get all distant cousins. You get motherfuckers who ain't never known you or nothing like that, talking about you still owe me this, you owe me that. You get bill collectors coming out of nowhere because you get your social security number because you worked all this now. So it will be signs that I will pull up in this brand new 2028 Escalade or some shit like that. I will do some shit like that. But it will be signs. I will be, you know, rocking something else, or you will see a rollie on my arm or something like that. Yeah, it will be signs now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still rocking them Movados too because I love them too. But I will give me a rollie and all this other stuff too. It will be signs. Trust and believe. It's going to be signs.
Would you be, if you find out someone else won 1.75 million in some sort of settlement, and they say that they're, and it's close to somebody close to you, and they say that they're not going back to work, what would be your? Of course, they can do whatever they want, but what would you advise them?
Say it again.
If you find out someone close to you won a $1.75 million settlement or whatever, a $1.75 million case, and they tell you, yeah, I ain't never going back to work.
Salute. What I'm supposed to do? I ain't got nothing to tell them. Salute. That's your opinion. I can't tell you what to do with your money. I'm talking about what I do.
I know. I'm asking what would be the conversation? You just, that's it? Like, you wouldn't say,
I just be like, congratulations. Congratulations. You just said that you should be for the rest of your life, but what I don't get what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to be like, hey, you should do this, or oh, you should do no. You do, that's your money. You want it, you do what you go ahead and do your thing. I'm not telling you to go to work. I'm not telling you to quit. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you congratulations. Now, if you ask my opinion or something like that, it's different to be like, oh, you think I should put this and do that? I'm like, bro, first of all, you need to begin them with a plan. Before you even come up with some money or something like that, you need a plan. You need to get
now
you
we're getting there.
Accounts and stuff like that. Like, yeah, stuff like that. But I'm not going to just be like I don't like telling people what to do with their life unless you ask me your opinion. Now, if you ask me my opinion or what I'll do, I'll tell you what I will do. But I don't infringe my life or do anything no, that's your life. Do what the fuck you want to do. Especially if you're not underneath my tutelage. If you're underneath my tutelage, of course I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say whatever. But I'm not gonna come out and say, go ahead and do your thing. Now, if you ask me a question, it's different.
Right. That's what really what I was asking. I was trying to see, like, if the conversation happened where they were seeking some sort of advice and they were talking to you, what would you say?
I'll be like, hey, first of all, I know you, like, it depending on how much money you got. Let's like make a number. Give me a number.
500,000.
Come on, bro. 500,000. You're not gonna quit your job with 500,000, bro. You gotta get some money to quit. Somebody gonna quit their job. Who's gonna quit their job?
Don't give you a number. 5 million.
You said quit your job type. 500,000. You're not quitting your job.
I'm not, but a lot of people would.
No, that's stupid. I would call him an idiot. I would call him a retard.
Why'd you do that?
Because it is stupid. It's not.
They can do whatever they want, right?
They can, but I still can call them whatever I want to call them, and that's retarded. Okay,
so you quit your job money.
Yes.
So let's
We
just say
need
this.
some M's. We okay, let's go this because this is a thing that was going around social media. Let's say 2.5. Can you survive off 2.5 for the rest of your life?
No.
You can't live off 2.5 for the rest of your life?
I personally could figure out how to make it work. And if you're talking about like me
I'm
not
asking
working,
you,
and
I'm not asking nobody else. I'm talking about Spaces. Spaces
that's what
Jamal
I'm
Warner.
answering that way.
Spaces Jamal Warner. Can you live off $2.5 million for the rest of your life?
2.5 million
Yes.
for the rest of my life. Okay. I would get some small upgrades and pay off some stuff in my life, but just off 2 million for the rest of my life, probably not. Because I say that because married with kids, you're gonna need space. Probably gonna get 1 to 2 more cars in my life, at least. So 2 million, probably won't be enough to live off of in terms of quitting the job now.
Spaces, you are way frugal than I am. I spend way more. Way on stupid shit too. Way more clothes, shoes. Bro, I can live off 2.5 million for the rest of my life with the knowledge. And I'm not even for to step here and say like I'm a financial guru, but with the little bit of financial literacy I have right now, I will never be broke again ever in my fucking life. With $2.5 million, $2.5 million. Bro, I could give you just some straight basic advice. We already know you ain't had no money. And we talking about after taxes. We already know people don't have money like that. So I know you're going to bullshit 500 to $1 million. That still leaves you with 2 to 1.5. If you don't take $1.5 million or $1 million or something like that to go put in you can just do like we can just do. I'm gonna break it down in the 500,000 each month. You can take 500,000 and live off the interest of that in a 4 point some interest account, and that'll pay your basic bills. You can take the other 500,000 and divide that up into stocks. I go with the Ian Dunlap route. You can be the lazy Ian Dunlap route. You do 2 tech, 2 index. And the dividends of those stocks alone are going to give you some more money. So you mean to tell me you can't live off 2.5 for the rest of your life? You retarded too. I'm not calling you retarded, but I am calling you retarded if you can't. And I just gave you, that's just the tip of the iceberg of some basic stuff that we should have already. With the stock market going the way it is, with you getting paid off dividends and with you getting paid off a high yields premium account, when you put that money and the interest off that money alone, you can live with $50,000 to $60,000 a year. And then I'm not even talking about going to buy you a house. You can still go get a house, but not pay it fully off yet and let that interest pay for that house. So you won't even have to worry about that with all your bills.
I think I'm not disagreeing with you. I am saying I think that's in an ideal situation. That's assuming that certain things and the random things that happen in life don't happen.
Like what random thing?
Like, okay, you said get a house, right? There's a lot of the house alone is probably going to be let's just say 350.
Mm-hmm.
What you speaking of, let's speak on that one part real quick. You got 2.5. You have the house you're looking at is 350. Are you paying the house off or you paying them paying the mortgage?
I just say you can pay the mortgage if you want to. The interest of the dividends of the stocks and off the interest of the money will pay the mortgage and pay your basic bills, electric, cable, car notes, because you can probably just buy you a car off.
Yeah.
So you're going to pay for your cars off. So just show regular insurance, mortgage, lights, gas, utilities, anything that go out the wrong with the emergency fund and all that. Basic $500,000 to $600,000 in a savings account will pay that stuff off of you if you set it up right.
So 350 is going to pay just paying off of the house, right?
So you're going to pay off the house?
If I got 2.5 and I'm looking at a house for 350, I'm paying off the house.
Okay, go ahead.
I get probably, I would say 2 cars. And those are what's that? That's I don't know. You know more about cars than I do. I don't really, I don't care. Does it look good? Does it run good? How much is on averages it's a fix for certain parts.
And that's what I'm saying, basically, when I said you can live off of it. Because you're not going to get an Escalade. You're not going to get a big SUV. You're not going to get none of that shit. You're going to get something that looks decent enough for you to get out, and that's enough room for you and your kids. And I won't be surprised if one of those cars wasn't a minivan.
A minivan? Dang, Maul.
Bro, you're not going to get nothing fancy.
No, I'm not going to get nothing.
Bro,
I get something nice looking,
but it's not going to be fancy.
But then even to see the dividends to the point where it makes a difference, that takes time. It takes years to see dividends.
You just bought $500,000 worth of stock. You're getting dividends off the rip when when it started accumulating. In the next cycle, when the dividends come out, you're getting a dividends check. $500,000 worth. That's what I'm saying. Basic financial literacy.
Yeah, trust me. I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing because when I look at stocks, one of the first things I look at is if they pay out a dividend, and then I do the math on what the dividend is, and it's like it takes an incredible amount of time for the dividends to start.
Spaces.
Incredible amount of shares for those to start making a difference.
How many shares you think you're gonna get for $500,000, brother?
But you're gonna be. I'm not gonna. What are you thinking that I'm gonna? All of the stocks that I invest in won't pay out a dividend. In fact, a lot of the most popular technological stocks don't pay out dividends.
Yes, they do. Apple pay out dividend. Google pay out dividend. AGO pay out a dividend. I don't think Nvidia do. I could check right now, but I'm pretty sure they probably do. But we're gonna check right now. We're gonna just make it known to check right now. We're gonna get our facts right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. It's this. I just typed in, does Nvidia pay dividends? Nvidia pays dividend 4 times a year on a quarterly basis.
Yes. So imagine that's what I'm saying with the basic knowledge. Now, like you say, the idea, everyday person, they'll be broke in a year. Me, it's a wrap. I'm telling you right now. Boy, I'm going to be different. I'm going to be so goddamn different. Oh, my God.
I don't know. I don't disagree with you. I'm just thinking I got another 50, 60 years on this earth.
Bro,
God
I'm telling you. Bro, you fuck around and give me 500,000. It's over with. All at once, it's over with. What I got in my head and the recurrent, because you got to look at it too. That's why I said for the rest of your life, yeah, even if, because let's just say you get 2.5 and you do what you do and you don't quit just right now. You still got your regular check. So if you set that up, you're not even using that money right now. I know you're going to buy some things because you really wanted some stuff, but that stuff is recurring. You won't even use them dividends for another 5 to 6 years or something if you want to.
Mm-hmm. No, it's also, you got another 45 to think about.
What?
45. I'm thinking, bro,
okay, well, I can't talk for everybody else. I think motherfuckers would be broke, but I wouldn't. I'd be cool. Give me 2.5, okay. I'm good. I can't speak, like I say, I can't speak for everybody else because I know what I know, the little bit about finances and stuff I know, and all the people I listen to, they won't, listening to them, if they find out I had that and I went broke, they'll get on my ass because I listen to them. So they know. The little bit of information.
Hey, I don't disagree with you. I think I definitely, it's tough for me to think that it just off the strength of the 2.5 million alone. Actually, all right, now it's starting to come in. Now it's starting to come through. The idea is starting to come through. This lady won 1.75 million just from getting cheated on. Yeah, you're right. If you invested properly, definitely live off 2.5. Make the 1.75 turn into a lifelong a lifelong income for sure. Because if you want win 1.75, you start getting into investment properties, buy a few pieces, buy a few buildings, and get some tenants. Yeah. So I get you. I don't disagree with you. I never disagree with you. I'm just, when it comes to that, I'm just looking at it like, sheesh.
Bro, you've been living your whole life from now to birth and you probably made 1.5 million. So you can't live the rest of your life off 2 to 3 million. It's crazy to me.
Sheesh, gosh, dang, Maul. All right, I think I just to bring it back. I think that particular thing, 1.75 million, that should probably be a cap on that. The amount of money that people can get from it, because 1.75 million, and living in reality about it. This lady's a TikToker. I don't know anything about how much money she's made off of TikTok, but they said she had like 3 million subscribers. Oh, I don't 3 million subscribers. I'm just curious on how she expects to get that money. The ex-wife.
That too.
Because this lady's just a TikToker. So it's not like she's some sort of business mogul or some sort of extra rich person. So that would be the part that I'm curious about. All right. So thank you guys for kicking with us. Share this with 2 people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live. We are here having some conversations. And all right, so moving on to the next thing. This is something Maul sent to us. Let me get my screen. It was a Philadelphia teacher. Speaking of making investments, a Philadelphia teacher that I forget what the story was, but Maul can introduce it to us. It says, Philadelphia teacher runs first and only building trades program for middle school students in Philadelphia school district. Love it. Maul, you got anything you want to say about it before we start, or just play it?
No, I just was like, because you already know me, bro. I like building up when people do good things, especially our people, because we get so much flack. We get so much of the worst of the worst. And this dude is out here in Philadelphia, and nobody really talking about this. It ain't on all the pods. It ain't on and we got a lot of black pods. So you can't say whatever. I have not seen it on no pod. And I think this is something that should be forefront. Like, he's got the only little school where he's teaching middle schoolers about trades and all this stuff and welding and all this stuff, and ain't nobody talking about it. So that's why I wanted to bring it to our thing, to give him some love and some light. Because we get so much of a back rap. Oh, black fathers not in the household. Oh, black men are just so violent, so cruel, so this. Black men do this. Black people that do this. They just thugs, and they don't even really care about each other. They do this, they do that. It's never nothing really positive. So I wanted to bring this to the forefront because I'm tired of all that. And I'm going to keep trying to find the most positive things I can to keep trying to boast it as long as we're doing this. Because I get tired of that all the time. And it's not, and it just blows me and it baffles me that, people keep coming on here talking about how we are just so bad and so cruel when, I don't know, man, I just wanted to bring it on. I ain't gonna go no farther than nothing like that. I think it's really dope.
Stop. Did he go around over there? Did he go all the way around? Did he go all the way around, B?
Pause it. And then at the same time, he ain't just doing it with black kids. He's doing it with all kids. He's doing it with girls, boys of all colors, all mixed races. But ain't nobody talking about this black guy that's wasting. I ain't gonna say wasting his time. That's crazy. You say wasting his time. But putting his time in.
Crazy.
No, because I was going to say that, and I'm like, that's not what I meant. But for him to do that and put that in front of all them people, it's crazy. It's like that's we should be championing that.
1000%. Now we can't overlook the fact that this little boy he's teaching her as if he already knows what to do. He's speaking about it. I think you muted.
Because the dude didn't taught him, so he's one of like probably his advanced students. So now he speaks their language. So you always get a kid to help another kid out to know what, because he know what it's going through. He know what it's like. He know what was his problems was, so he can give that to the other little kids because he's a little bit more advanced than her. That's how it works.
Each one teach one.
Yes.
What's up? All right, stop. You don't need no more there. Look at that big ball she got right there. Darn. Huh? Yes, it has to be neat.
Okay, let's see. It says the students are learning real high school. Mr. Jarrett is giving Philly's middle schoolers hands-on construction skills, confidence, and head start most kids don't get until adulthood. Watching them pick up tools, build projects, and believe in their own talent is the kind of education every community deserves. We are a positive media platform for the Black community. Give us a follow. Okay, gotcha. I'll give you a follow for sure. This is dope. I don't know, it's that pointing up. I love it, I guess. God bless the men who teach our children real skills. We need this. This man just changed so many lives for the better. Love this big W. I love this. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. This one says, I love woodshop in school. This is really great. Children, people learn in many different ways. I have a cousin who's a natural born engineer, but he wasn't the best reader and was hyperactive. He could take wires, batteries, and a playing card and turn it into a fan, all self-taught. He used to fix broken things no one could see because he didn't get the support that he needed. Breaks my heart to this day, but yeah, way to go, teacher. Okay. Let's see. Did you take any electives like that in high school?
Yeah, I took woodshop. I took woodshop and I took something else. I forgot what it was. I went to Crane. This was when all that stuff was in school. It was woodshop. It was nursing. I took woodshop and home economics. Because all the girls in home economics, so I wanted to be in there with them. So I took woodshop, home economics. No, woodshop and culinary. I was in the culinary. I was in the cooking class. That's what it was. But we had all that because I went to Crane High School. We had all that. All that. We had automotive. We had woodshop. We had nurses. We had home economics. We had culinary. And I forgot what we had. We had probably one more. We had like 4 or 5 of them. And everybody had to take it. So it was pretty, to me, it was pretty dope.
My question is, we talked maybe last week or week before last about how trades are being taken out of schools, specifically high schools. And
they're already out.
Right. So how did he do this? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to. I'm just genuinely curious as to how, if that's being taken out of the schools, how did he get this in the school that he's teaching at?
Facts. That's a good question. And I'm thinking, I want to just go off my common sense that he probably fought for it because he's really passionate about it. So he probably just kept beating the table, talking about, I want this, I want to teach these kids this, I want to teach these kids this. And then you got to also look, it's probably in Philadelphia, so I don't really know, but I'm thinking he probably was beating the drums or beating the table and never let it go. And they finally probably just broke in and gave it to him.
Yeah, I absolutely love this, by the way. Absolutely love this. And I don't understand why schools and educational programs took electives like this out of the schools. Do you have any possibility as to why?
Nah. I really just don't know. I promise you, I really just don't know.
Oh no, I think I don't have any theories. I mean, the only thing I could think of as to why is because I don't like to say they, but there's somebody behind the scenes that purposefully want people crippled in that way. Ooh, maybe in the long run, the idea was to stop people from being independent and taking their, fixing things on their own, to usher in this AI and automated stuff that we're seeing today being implemented today.
Wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past it.
Because one one machine can do like 4, 5, 6 jobs.
Wouldn't put it past
you. Because I remember seeing a robot in a fast food restaurant. It did like, it had to be doing like 2 or 3 or 4 jobs. But yeah, I gotta get more information about this guy. His name, what do they call him? His name was Mr. Jarrett. Oh, okay. It says it here. Let me pull it back up. Mr. Jarrett Construction Tech, right here. For sure. I'm definitely down for this. And it's in Philly. Philly, they say Philly's one of the worst places to try to live. I don't hear much about the education aspects of it, but they say Philly's one of the worst places to live. So for him to be doing that in Philly, for sure that Buddy is with it. Did you scroll through his Instagram at all?
No, I just saw it, came across my feed and I just saw it. And I was just like, man, this is dope. This is just so fire. Like, you gotta talk about this. We have to talk about this. Even if we just post it and just don't say anything, but just let the other people just hear it. Like, I like stuff like that. Like, because we don't, like I say, we don't get enough talked about it. Like it just blows my mind that you have all this positive shit, but every time you turn around, motherfucker find a negative thing to say.
So I just pulled up his IG. Mr. Jarrett Construction Tech, 2,200, 220,000 followers. I said 2,200,000. The heck, but yeah, he's definitely about the life.
Oh, who joint is this?
That's Darius.
Okay. Darius, this yours?
You over there talking about everybody? I'm on my second one right now. I don't know.
Oh, and it's purple too. Roman Catholic, right?
They're all purple.
Oh my gosh.
I'm on my second one. I don't know who that is.
Oh, who joint is this?
Let's see what else he got.
The thing.
What thing?
Yeah.
The red?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You need to take it off this.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. You got me.
Good
job. Turn it on.
This way. Oh,
Huh? Press the button. Press the button. Okay, solder belongs in your hand. Solder in your hand. Solder in your hand. Okay, take your time. Look at the tip of the flame, okay? Got it? Take your time.
And they so interested in it too. That's what makes it even more satisfying, because they so interested, they so glued to him and what he's doing and all that other stuff. It just makes it so dope.
Yeah, and then now this reminded me of I forget what the name of the class was, but it was some sort of something to do with electricity. Some class I took, and when he said solder, that reminded me. And even in the first part of the video with the other students, solder is that what she has in her right hand. It's like if you can imagine like metal yarn. And that is like when you heat it up, it melts, and it's basically like metal glue. You muted.
You talking about solder?
Yeah.
Oh, you was describing what solder was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically metal glue, and when you heat it up, it melts, and it's specifically made to hold metal objects and stuff like that together. So this is sending me back. Now, here's a question. we had that conversation about a week ago about the maybe longer than a week ago. The teacher that recorded the preschooler, and she was singing you look like a monkey and you smell like one too, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in that conversation were asking why are teachers recording people's kids without the parents' permission?
Mm-hmm.
Now, hypothetically speaking, just as a hypothetical, taking it off of him, do you think in this case people will have the right to have the same?
It's something positive. You already know. Like, why would you be singing that song? Like, bro, we can sit up here and we can play dumb, and they can play dumb, and whoever can play dumb all you want to. People know what the fuck they're doing. People know what they're doing. People know posting things that you looked at this and you think it's going to be cool posting, and you know stuff go viral, and you saying that, and you singing something about a monkey to a black kid. Like, you're old enough to know better. Like, come on. Now, the difference between this is he's doing something positive. He's teaching. Just like if that woman was just teaching the kid about something else, it wouldn't have been no complaints about that. So we can keep acting like people don't be knowing what the fuck they do know what they're doing. That's why I don't give people the benefit of the doubt a lot of time, because you know better. You still did it, so you take whatever come with it. Don't try to play the victim and don't try to say, I didn't know. No, yes, you did. You knew. So now you take everything that come with that.
So do you? So the reason why I was asking the question was because it seems like only in negative situations do people say you didn't have permission to record kids. But when it comes to this situation, nobody's even thinking about that.
Ain't that the same thing when you was talking about how you were saying who's going to praise about when we were talking about what we were talking about? We were talking about men and about their feelings and about them sacrificing. And I was saying why they don't complain about when they got all the perks to, you being a leader and you sacrificing. That's the same thing. Why are you going to sacrifice? Why are you going to go ahead?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to draw a correlation is when something is positive, people don't really have that much negative shit to say because it's positive. You can't really say anything. And I was saying about when we sit up here and we complain about all the dark times about being a leader, but you don't complain about all the perks you get from being a leader, all the good things that come with being a leader, all the good things the satisfactions you get. You don't complain about those. So I'm gonna revert that same logic to this. It's something positive. When something is positive, you really don't have no complaints about it. It is what it is. But you have everything in the world to say when it's negative, though.
I don't think it. I get what you're saying, and I get what the connection. The only difference I would say in this situation and what you just described is there's not a whole lot of perks in being a leader.
Yes, it is.
Like you get to, in some cases, tell people what to do, but
yes, it is. It's a lot of perks in being a leader. You get all the praises when shit really going right. You get, like you say, you get to tell motherfuckers what to do. There's a lot of perks for being a leader, bro. Motherfuckers look at you like that's the man right there. That's the one who led us to this. That's the one who got this. When you sit back, all right, let's go like this. Back in the day, when granddad and everything didn't really get, everybody thought grandma ran everything, right? But when granddad sitting in the chair or he's sitting around and he see everything that he didn't help kind of build, where he didn't put the kids through this school, he didn't put the kids through that school, all this blood, sweat, and tears, you don't think that's satisfying? That's a perk because you can get to say, that's my lineage. That's my legacy.
Specific to him.
Live on. Huh?
I'm talking about perks specific to him.
Which I don't get what you're saying. I don't get it.
Yo, what's good, bro? What's good? Be humble.
What's up, Be Humble? I don't get what you're saying.
So it's basically the perk you're saying, it sounds like you're saying, is you get the ability to brag and say, this is what I did.
Mm-hmm.
That's barely a perk to me.
Okay.
Like just to be able to, I'm talking about perks specific to you. Like for instance, let's take it a little bit further with marriage. Generally speaking, men don't get a whole lot out of marriage, specifically to him. Whereas
Okay.
a woman that gets married, she gets a man that's willing to put his life on the line for her. She gets a man that's aiming to remove her from the workforce so she can do whatever she wants to do. She gets a man that is going to be that aims to be the main provider of her finances.
So you're saying in a marriage, men don't get nothing, women and children get everything.
So I'm asking for a specific perk that to him that he gets. Not bragging rights.
What's the specific perk that a woman gets though?
What?
What's the specific? I'm asking a question. What's the specific perk? You said men don't get nothing in marriage. So I know I get a lot. I'm not going to put out my business on these what you call us about my marriage. Marriage is a wonderful thing. So we can keep going with this internet beef about marriage is this, men don't get nothing in the marriage. I don't know who the fuck y'all marry.
I'm asking, I didn't say he does. Well, okay. And I said in leadership, there's not a whole lot of perks. And I'm asking what perks specifically to him does a man get?
You saying what perks in general does a man get?
Specifically to him.
Specifically to him so from a leadership. So you're saying what perks do specifically a man get from being a leader of his household, right? That's what we're talking about, right?
From being let's go with that one.
Yo, what's up, DXPH? What man? What is a man getting? So you say he don't get nothing.
I'm not going to say nothing. I have a hard time finding a specific answer though.
You said, but you said nothing though.
I said there's not a whole lot of perks to being a leader.
No. You got to rewind, bro. You said nothing at first.
Let's just go off and say that I said there's not a whole lot of perks of being a leader.
To me, it's a lot of them. I like them, but I'm not for to put my, I already give y'all niggas too much. That's what I'm saying too. But I'm not for to go say that because I know it's not. Because I know because all right, let's go like this. People love to say marriage is not worth this, marriage is not worth that. Oh, I can get a maid to do this, I can get a maid to do that. When you find the one, I'm not talking about all these chicken heads out here, you out here fucking and all that other stuff. I'm not talking about all these chicken heads and stuff you find out here. No, I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about the one. The one propels you. The one makes sure little things that you don't think about, she thinks about. She gets it together. She knows you go to the gym. She knows you work every day and you work hard for the family. She has your lunch ready. Little things like that. That's little perks. That's something you don't have to worry about. She knows that, oh, he's running out of shirts and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about laundry. Oh, I got that. What else is it? I'm just trying to name little things without going specifically into
don't.
It's a lot of things like a lot of things that people be saying, and when you really start, because we were all at one point like, yeah, that's right. But then when you really into it, you're like, but that's not right. Don't get mad because a girl saw you as a sucker and licked you. Because a lot of these dudes are suckers. Just like they say, what they always say, oh, women are not submissive. Women are not submissive. No, they weren't submissive to your lame ass. Because every woman I ever had in my life before I got married I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to tell them. I didn't have to do none of that stuff. So when you say a woman is not submissive, you need to look at yourself. You really need to look at yourself and dig deep down inside and look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what about me is not submissive worthy to her? Because you can say all that all you want to. And I ask women, I ask one, I say, how many boyfriends have you had in your life, right? She said 5. I said, out of those 5, which ones you looked at said, man, I ain't looking at it. I ain't doing that shit he told me to do. I ain't doing none of that shit. She said 3. I said, correct. Because them other 2 you would not play with, I don't give a fuck who told you to. She was like, yeah, because I knew they didn't play. I listened to what the fuck they told me to say, what they told me to do. So you can say, and that's just like go vice versa with the woman. A woman are going to know what she can and cannot get away with. She's going to do that to you because you're not that dude. You're not that guy, buddy. You're not that guy.
I think if submissiveness is not something that you can flip a switch on and off of, if it's in you, it's going to come out regardless. Just like we were, and we're going off into a different subject. If just like you said, if you're the type of person, when we talked about the situation when the person, the lady held the door for the other lady that didn't say thank you, and I asked the question, would this make you more hesitant to hold the door open for somebody? You said that's the type of person that you are, or if it's in you to do that, then you should keep doing it because it's in you. If you're a submissive woman, if you're a man that is thing I forgot what I was about to say, but if you're a submissive woman, people would have to bring that out to you. It would just come out. It's not something that you gotta dig out for somebody or whatever. Come on, man.
No, you want me to tell you why it's not, bro? It's because a lot of these dudes barely can lead them fuck themselves. So how are you going to lead a woman or even make that come out of her or even get her to just relax or do whatever? And I get what you're saying about you're submissive or you are who you are. But if she sees that in you and she's just dealing with you for this time, no, it's not going to come out of shit. It's not. I don't care what you say or how you say it. If you're not that guy, you're not that guy. It is what it is.
If it's in you, it's in you.
Yes, but that don't mean
it's ridiculous.
That don't mean I'm gonna express it. That don't mean I'm gonna express it to you because you're not worthy of getting it to you. I'm just dealing with you just for now.
What if he's looking at her as a woman that's not worthy of his leadership?
That is
like we only look at it as a guy not being the guy. If it's in you, it's in you. You are
100% right, Spaces. I'm not denying what you're saying. You're 100% right. It goes both ways. I never said it went one way. I don't talk like that. I never just jump and pile on women. I said it goes both ways. She will look at you like you're not it. Okay, I'm just dealing with this just for the time being. Vice versa. Dude is looking like this. Oh, I'm getting some pussy. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck what this bitch really did. That goes both ways. It don't go one way. I never said that.
There's no greater form of submissiveness than opening your legs to a man. So if you can open your legs to him, but you can't make him a sandwich, come on, man.
No, I'm not. I can't. We live in the real world. I am not agreeing with that.
They go, what?
What? Motherfuckers out here fucking and doing all type of stuff, all crazy stuff on first dates, bro. You can say that all you want to, but people out here doing crazy stuff on first dates.
She submitted her body to him on the first date. She's already submissive.
Okay, whatever you say.
But let's go. My fault. They were in a different direction. I want to show some more of this, and we'll move on to the next subject. So this guy's. I was scrolling more through his IG. This guy is really about that life, and this is like a construction type of thing. This is. Yeah, I would want to shake hands with this dude for real. So make sure for whoever's watching this in the playback, the guy's name is Mr. Jared Construction Tech. I don't know if he's on YouTube. I'll figure out how to maybe link his IG in the channel or whatever. Let's see, take that off. Put us back up there. All right, so thank you guys for kicking with us. We're going to move on to the next subject. Share this with 2 people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live. So let's see here. So we know that finally, the government shutdown is air quotes over, not 100% over, but they came to an agreement that would allow the government to move into the proceedings of reopening up. So let's see here what it's talking about, because the question on this video is the government shutdown over, which is the question overall.
Next month. This morning, a possible end to the government shutdown.
Let's get the job done and let's do it fast.
Overnight, the Senate advancing a bill to extend funding for the government through the end of January.
On this vote, the yeas are 60 and the nays are 40. 3/5 of the Senate duly chosen and sworn, having voted in the affirmative. The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
8 senators breaking with their party to vote for the compromise, which does not include Democrats' key demand to extend Obamacare subsidies and prevent premiums from skyrocketing, the very demand that led to the government shutdown in the first place. Instead, Republicans only promising a future vote on healthcare sometime next month.
If that is not successful, then shame on the Republican Party and shame on Donald Trump. But the American people will see who stands with them on healthcare and who does not. And that will be the platform of the next stage of the fight.
However, not all Democrats are on board.
I must vote no. This healthcare crisis is so severe, so urgent, so devastating for families back home that I cannot in good faith support this CR that fails to address the healthcare crisis.
Americans have been dealing with the consequences of the government shutdown for weeks. Federal workers going without pay, airline passengers facing major delays in cancellations, and nearly 42 million Americans who depend on SNAP benefits left in limbo.
How much did you have left in your account?
23 cents.
23 cents.
Yes.
Last night's deal does not mean the government is open. Senators still have to finalize the bill, and the House still needs to approve it, a process that could take days. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
All right. So the question on the table right now, are you there or no?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. What do you think about the where it stands with the governmental shutdown? What are your thoughts? Period. Whatever, just open table question. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what's gonna happen? We're gonna be right back in this situation right around my birthday. My birthday is January 30th. That fucking deal run out in that time. They're gonna go right back and do right back the same thing. There's gonna be another lockout, so it's gonna be right back in the same position. So it don't matter. Only reason they did this and they opened up this is because the holidays is up. So now, then you come, you tell people, oh, I'm gonna give you $2,000 because you want to stimulate the economy for Christmas and everybody. You want everybody to have a Christmas. After Christmas and after New Year's, what's the next major holiday or next major thing that make the economy kind of go? Valentine's Day? Who gives a fuck about that? What's the next major holiday? This shit, we're gonna be right back in the same boat. We're gonna be right back in the same boat within 2 months. That deal runs out in 2 months. They just put a Band-Aid on the goddamn bridge. And the only reason they did it is because Christmas is coming up. People fly for the holidays. What's all these airlines? Thanksgiving right around the corner too. You think all these airlines and all this stuff are to miss out on all this money? Because if the government would have kept continue on through Christmas and through Thanksgiving, you know how much money is being lost?
Mm-hmm.
So this ain't gonna do nothing. What is this gonna do?
So what? And I'm just asking questions. What makes you think it's gonna shut down again in January?
The deal runs out. They didn't do no solution. They just put a Band-Aid on something. They just did this to get the people that works for the government paid. What did they do? What does this bill say? When does this bill end? See what I'm saying? People ain't look at that. People ain't look at when do this bill end and when do they got to come back to the table to negotiate again. It's around my birthday. The bill ends around my birthday, around January 26th, 30th, somewhere around that day.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even say, oh, we're going to make a deal. They said they got a promise to vote. We got to listen to all these words and stuff they saying.
Who got a promise to vote?
That's why a lot of the Democrats came and they signed this bill, because they got them to say that we're not going to say anything now, but we got a promise to vote on another bill or something like that too as well. It's a lot going on that people going about who's winning, who's what. No, this is American people that we hanging in balance. People are not they're not the government and the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. They're not thinking about people, bro. They just trying to get the win and say, oh, our party did this. Oh, no, our party did this. Oh, our party fought for that. Instead of them coming to the table like some fucking adults saying, oh, we're all Americans. We need to come and make a good bill for the people of America.
So do you think then that you said they only did it because the holidays are coming around so people can stimulate the economy all that. Okay. So what would you rather have happened? Would you rather them stay shut down, or would you
I have
rather?
they shouldn't have been shut down in the first place. They should have been came to the table with a bill and did everything they need to do. See what I'm saying? The CR ends in January. Told you. 31st. Told you. So it don't, like, I don't know. I'm not a politician, so I don't know what they could have done. But I know something could have been done if motherfuckers, like with all this pissing contest shit. Like, ain't y'all there for American people? Let's get it done for American people then.
The issue with it is the opposing thought processes on where the money should go.
We can come to a middle ground. Like, what's wrong with a middle ground? Why we can't get some over here, some over here?
I think that's the problem. I think it's just like 100% opposing thought processes on where the money should go. It's like it should go over here. It should go over here. There's no middle ground, because then there's going to be a lot of people that
but
either way that are going to fall short.
But see, that's the point, because both of them can't be giving money to American people. Because if it was giving money to American people, that's the side I'm gonna pick on. So one side got to be like, okay, this is for the American people. One side got to be like, oh no, we need to get these to these companies and this whatever like this. I don't know which side is on which, but that's the only way it can kind of be split.
Say that last part again. I'm sorry. Is this? Hold on one second, Mal. Is this D Money, Danny? Is this D Money that's coming back to the pod? It's been a while.
D Money, what's going on, D Money? But
Say that again.
It needs to be. What's he say? It's all about defunding CAC. What's CAC? I don't know what CAC is.
ACA.
Oh, I say AC. Man, I said CSC. I'm just like.
You see how I slightly snuck it in there? Let me see. Affordable Care Act.
So yeah, but it's whatever helps American people. I'm for that, bro. Over any type of anything else. If it's helping majority of American people, I'm with it.
Let's see here. So I'll put it up here on the screen. Let's see, put it. ACA definition. ACA stands for the Affordable Care Act, a comprehensive health reform law enacted in 2010 to expand health insurance coverage and reform the health insurance market. Its main goals are to make health insurance more affordable, expand Medicaid, and increase the quality of insurance options available through reforms like covering pre-existing conditions and essential benefits. The ACA, also known as Obamacare, provides subsidies to lower monthly premiums and out-of-pocket costs for eligible individuals and families. Let's see. Hey, I see words in opposite form all the time, or letters in opposite form all the time. Like something that's I mix up words, and I have sometimes that happens. I think it's called dyscalculia, when you see numbers in a different form than how they actually are. I see that. Oh, let's see. So does that help with anything, Mal?
What, the Affordable Care Act?
Yeah, because Be Humble said it's all about defunding ACA.
It's whatever help American people. I just told you. I don't get into all that because the shit kind of confuses me. Because it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to a Democrat, they're gonna make sure the Democrats look in a good light. If you're talking to a Republican, they're gonna make sure the Republicans look in a good light. Mm-hmm. So I like to talk to people that's neutral. I don't like to talk to neither one of them. And when people start talking about how they want their side to win or whatever, I tune out. Because you're not talking about, you're just talking about like you're trying to make a side win when it don't really fucking matter. The American people gonna lose regardless.
So you said that what you're down for, whatever is going to help American people, right?
Yeah.
Which I agree with you. I don't disagree with that at all. when it comes to that, shoot, what was I about to say? I'm losing my thought because Be Humble threw me off with that ACA. I knew what the ACA was. I just couldn't think of it at that moment. Be Humble. Plus, like Maul said, it's a whole lot of information that can get confusing. The more you find out, the more confusing it can get. But that's what both sides think that they're doing, though. That's what I was trying to say. That's what both sides think that they're doing. They think that they're helping American people. But for some reason, they can't come to a middle ground on what the definition or the practice or the funding, better yet, of what helping American people looks like. Because when I hear this conversation, I hear it's the right side saying what they say and the left side saying what they say, and it's like I said, it's polar opposites. Polar opposites, 100%. You there?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm listening to you.
Oh. So I don't know, man. So you mentioned it. I was gonna make it a separate segment, but we can just segue right into it.
What about what?
Shoot, let me pull it up here. Got too many tabs open. The $2,000 tariff dividends.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw a video up here real quick about it. Here we go.
Says President Trump is committed to sending most Americans a $2,000 tariff dividend check. Trump proposed the policy on social media, saying dividends would be paid to everyone except, quote, high-income people. Earlier this week, the Treasury Secretary cast doubt on the payments, saying dividends may come in lots of forms. Now the White House says the president has made clear he wants the payments to happen, and his team of economic advisors are looking into it. Business reporter Alexis Christoforous is here for more on that. So, Alexis, who would be eligible for this payment, and how would it work?
Great questions. We don't know. We just don't know. In short, they're very short here on details. We know that President Trump has said he wants these checks to go to high-income earners. What do they define as high-income earners? We don't know.
Everyone but high-income earners, right?
Everybody but, yes. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, everybody but high-income earners. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was on ABC News, and he said, look, this can take many different forms. He said maybe it would take the form of a tax cut. It's hard to really equate a dividend check with a tax cut, but the White House says they're exploring all legal options to get this done, and we do not have a timeline. We also don't know, would these checks be going to just adults or to children? Are they going to all Americans? Lots of questions.
A policy expert at the Tax Foundation estimates that this would cost $300 billion. The Committee for Responsible Federal Budget says about $600 billion. The Treasury Department says President Trump's tariffs have yielded about $195 billion in revenue. So how is this math working out?
It's not working out, in short. I mean, you're right. The Tax Foundation did do the math on this. What they did is they took 150 million adult recipients, if we're using $100,000 as what defines a high-income earner. So those earning less than $100,000 a year would be 150 million adults. If you times that by the 2,000 checks, you get $300 billion, which is more than the government has taken in these tariffs. So again, we don't know what form this will take. If it's going to happen at all, it would need congressional approval. And it's also not the first time the president has promised these checks. Remember when Elon Musk headed up the DOGE department within the government and was cutting federal workers? He said, oh, all of the money we're saving from there can be given back to Americans. And we see that never happen. So in short, don't run out and spend $2,000 on your credit card thinking you're getting it from the government, because we don't know yet.
All right. The U.S. Mint also made its final penny this week.
Yes.
So what does no more pennies in circulation mean for shoppers and for businesses?
After 232 years of production, no more pennies being made now. There are still 250 billion of them in circulation, so pennies are not going away. What this means for restaurants, for retailers, for us when we shop is you can still use it. It's still legal tender, but most places will be rounding up to the closest nickel. By the way, it takes about 3.7 cents to make 1 penny, so obviously a lot more than the face value of a penny.
But the nickel, same thing, right? It costs more to make a nickel, more than 5 cents.
Perhaps that's the next coin to go away.
All right, we'll be watching. Alexis, thank you.
Sheesh. That last part got me. Like, questions in my head, like, take us into a different conversation. But the $2,000 tariff payback. What are your thoughts?
What happened to the 5 bands we were supposed to get back earlier?
Is it?
So, do I believe this? It's good for talk. It's good to have a conversation in the group chats and shit like that. But ain't shit coming. We supposed to get $5,000. What happened to that? And I don't want to put my business out here. Nigga, I'm not getting that if she said them numbers correctly.
Oh, I wonder what he does.
Huh?
It leaves a lot of questions to be asked. What do you define it? Number one for me is, what do you define as high income earners?
She just
Are
said
you
it.
talking about what did she say?
She said anybody making over 100,000.
I missed that. Oh. Okay, maybe I missed that. Let me see.
To happen, and his team of economic advisors are looking into it. Business reporter Alexis Christoforous is here for more on that. So, Alexis, who would be eligible for this payment, and how would it work?
Great questions. We don't really know. We just don't know in short. They're very short here on details. We know that President Trump has said he wants these checks to go to high-income earners. What do they define as high-income earners? We don't know.
Everyone but high-income earners, right?
Everybody but, yes, I don't know if I said that, but yeah, everybody but high-income earners. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was on ABC News, and he said, look, this can take many different forms. He said maybe it would take the form of a tax cut. It's hard to really equate a dividend check with a tax cut, but the White House says they're exploring all legal options to get this done, and we do not have a timeline. We also don't know, would these checks be going to just adults or to children? Are they going to all Americans? Lots of questions.
A policy expert at the Tax Foundation estimates that this would cost $300 billion. The Committee for Responsible Federal Budget says about $600 billion. The Treasury Department says President Trump's tariffs have yielded about $195 billion in revenue. So how is this math working out?
It's not working out, in short. I mean, you're right. The Tax Foundation did do the math on this. What they did is they took 150 million adult recipients, if we're using $100,000 as what defines a high-income earner. So those earning less than $100,000 a year would be 150 million adults. If you times that by the 2,000 checks, you get $300 billion, which is more than the government has taken in these tariffs. So again, we don't know what form this will take. If it's going to happen at all, it would need congressional approval. And it's also not the first time the president has promised these checks. Remember when Elon Musk headed up the DOJ department within the government and was cutting federal workers? He said, oh, all of the money we're saving from there can be given back to Americans. And we see that never happen. So in short, don't run out and spend $2,000 on your credit card.
Okay, let's see. All Spaces heard was money. Spaces Trump is not your savior. They saying it to get people to start talking about what's important. Okay, D-Money. Okay. Epstein files. You don't even care about the Epstein files. You don't even care.
I do. If motherfuckers around there sucking doing what they say he was doing, that is crazy. That's wild. But I bet that's fake, though. It's fake.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, so they were using that as it sounds to me like they were using the $100,000 as an example. And Be Humble said 600 billion only LOL, only poor people entertain this mess. You just said over 150,000 Americans are under $100,000. Do you know not know what the average household income is? The absolute majority of you got to know your stuff, man. Know about the average household income, average individual income. Most people don't make over $100,000 combined. Now I know your stuff. Anyway, so you said he said, I remember what you're talking about because we talked about it on here as far as the $5,000. He said, so in that video, he specifically said 5,000. Genuine question, because I remember him saying it. I don't remember what the amount was. I just remember a dividend. Him talking about a dividend.
Bro, he didn't say, so you didn't hear him say when Doge, because you said it. You brought it to me and Jay every day when we was in the studio. You said, oh, he's going to give us $5,000 checks if they find a lot of fraud and stuff in there. You said that verbatim. You told us about it.
I'm not saying that I didn't say it, Mo. I'm asking for clarification. I'm asking to be reminded.
No, I'm just telling you what you said. You said they're going to give us $5,000 for then whatever, and then you was like, you down for that? I'm like, who wouldn't be down? You asked both of us, are y'all down for that? We said, yeah. Who wouldn't be down to get 5 bands? But we never got it.
Did he put a date on it?
He said when they get the money or whatever like that, they're going to give $5,000 out. They didn't put a date on this.
Right. So I mean, that's what I'm saying.
They just said it so people they said it so people can run out and do it and forget about everything else that's going on. Like they say when they voted for these Epstein files and all this other stuff. So you come out and you say that. Then it's Christmas time plus the government shut down. You know, you dangle money in front of people. Everybody forget about everything else.
And that's ultimately what I was thinking about, well, not ultimately, but one of the things I was thinking about pretty much any and everything. Whenever you throw money into the equation, even the people that don't like you, even the people that wouldn't care if you live or die, would want some of that money. Imagine that.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
But that's the point. Why would you, Maul? Would you, Maul?
Yes, I'm still taking it. If I'm
No,
qualified,
that's not what I was
for
about
it,
to ask you.
I'm taking it.
That's not what I was about to ask you.
Okay, go ahead. On my bad. I shouldn't have interrupted you. Go ahead. My bad.
Would you, Maul, if you, whatever the case, let's just say you're a billionaire. Would you give any money? Would you be like, how likely would it be that you would give money to people that would celebrate your death? You muted.
You had frozen, went out on my end. What you said? Could you repeat what you said?
If you were a billionaire, how likely would it be that you would give money to somebody that outwardly, visually hates you and would celebrate your death?
It all depends on what's the end goal. Because if the end goal is to give $1 billion out and I spend 10, of course. It's the end goal. It's the 48 laws of power. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, if I'm going to give out $1 billion, but then in return I'm going to get 10, who wouldn't do that? It's a great ROI, return on investment.
Are we seeing that as a possibility in this situation?
Probably so. Because I know if they give it even let's go back to the 5. If they give each American $5,000, how much the fuck do you think they stealing? If they give each American $2,000, how much do you think they're getting in their pocket? If you don't think that they're pocketing something or they getting something for themselves, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I got a bridge in motherfucking London I want to sell you. And I got some old oceanfront property in Idaho I want to sell you too.
So my question is, with my goodness, oh my goodness. Do people really care about okay. Do people really care about how much the absolute majority of people would not even care about how much money is being kept when they get the two? Ain't nobody asked no questions about how much money the government kept when they gave out stimulus checks.
Shit, we was talking about that. We can't talk about everybody else. I can talk about my friend group. I know I asked that question. We talked about that. We had cigars over there and talked about that.
The absolute majority of people are not even worried about that.
That's
the absolute majority.
That's crazy.
Will there be some people talking about it? For sure. Most people don't even care about it. Most people, and that goes to my question. Most people don't even, when you clearly, I would question if somebody really hates somebody if they're willing to accept anything from them.
You say what?
Do you really hate somebody if you're willing to accept anything from them?
You can still hate somebody and accept money and all that stuff from him. I don't see the thing.
Hey, he who feeds you controls you.
Just because you gave me some money, you controlling me? You feeding me? Because you gave me money that one time? Because you gave me money that one time, that means you controlling me because you gave it to me that one time?
If somebody gives you something like that, some money like that, chances are you're going to be looking to them to give you more. That's exactly what happened when I heard people talking about this $2,000. I don't even know what to call it, $2,000 tariff dividend to be paid back. People saying that's not enough.
Oh, shit! I guess it's not enough.
And it's funny that the people. The reason why I asked this question is because how funny is it for people to say I hate Trump, because this is the overall what the conversation is about. I hate Trump. Yeah, I'll take $2,000 though.
But then again, it's not Trump money; it's America's money.
Space is saying it's not enough. I'm cool. If I get the $2,000, cool. If I don't get the $2,000, cool. Because that's not. I still make I'm still going to be living life regardless. It's a lot of people out here. The absolute majority talking about be humble. When he said if that whatever he said, I forget what he said earlier. The absolute majority of the U.S. is living paycheck to paycheck. And that's proven fact. You can Google that right now. The absolute majority of Americans don't have $1,000 to their name. So you want to talk poor people? Like the majority of America is poor. Or at the very least, middle class to poor. Let's see what D-Money said. If it say they're getting some, why would they care? Good. You following me? People don't care how much money honestly, they can ask a question about how much money they keeping, but they don't really care about how much money they keeping. They just know that they got $2,000 or $5,000. Or back in the spring this time, $600, $1,400.
I care.
She said a lot of government employees are living paycheck to paycheck. It's facts. That's facts. Shoot. Oh man. Okay. You got anything else? Shoot, what was I about to? Oh yeah, okay. You got anything else you want to talk about that particular thing?
Mm-mm.
All right, cool. Let's see. Last comment from Be Humble. Some people have never seen a paycheck in that amount. A lot of people ain't seen a paycheck in that amount. Let's see here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get to the main topic for today. Thank you guys for kicking it with us. Make sure you hit the like button. Share this with someone. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live. All right. So this is a conversation that I think is very, very important to have. And to just like Maul with the teacher in Philadelphia, this is a very, very important conversation to have. And it's funny that in the previous video we watched, the lady was talking about it takes 3.7 cents to make a penny. Oh, okay, so the introduction of the digital ID. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see what it's talking about.
In an announcement that already has folks pointing towards the mark of Revelation chapter 13, Apple has now introduced digital ID. CBN's Billy Hollowell joins us now. Billy, what's your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are, am I going to get hacked, right? Whenever you're talking about anything digital, when you have information that is stored on a phone, and by the way, this is very sensitive information. These IDs, everybody was essentially forced in America to get a real ID if they want to get on any kind of airplane. I had to go get a new license. We all had to deal with this if we plan to travel. Well, now you have a digital version that obviously Apple is launching, and it's going to be in 11 different states and locations. My concern is always digitally. Let's just start there, and then we can talk about the other concerns. If somebody hacks this, what happens to our sensitive information? There's a hack almost every time you turn around, I feel like nowadays. So it seems to me there are some privacy concerns there, not just with hacking, but also the government tracking and all sorts of other issues.
Well, I was looking at Twitter and some other places just to see the responses, and obviously that's not always the most accurate place to look, but some of the words were Big Brother, digital surveillance, convenience is the Trojan horse. But there's actually a quote that I found interesting from Jennifer Bailey, Apple's vice president of Apple Pay and Apple Wallet. She said this, and I don't know if she even caught that she said this. She says, with the launch of digital ID, we're excited to expand the ways users can store and present their identity, all with the security and privacy built into iPhone and Apple Watch. And I think what's really interesting is that obviously Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, announced something very similar across the pond, and people immediately started putting up the red flags, being like, whoa, because whether you think this is going too far or not, it definitely points people back, again, to Revelation chapter 13, starting in 16. It says, it also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. And I think, is this all the way there, mark of the beast? Probably not. But the idea is we're moving towards a society, a cashless society, a society where you don't even necessarily will need a physical passport, an ID. This doesn't replace it yet, but we're moving in the direction where everything that, in the way she said it, your identity is now going to be digitized to the point where if there was a nefarious actor, a nefarious authoritarian individual who said, hey, these people with this sort of credit score, social credit score, or these people who believe a certain thing can't buy or sell, well, this definitely seems like a step in that direction where it's no longer science fiction. That's why I think people are starting to freak out online. But Billy, I know you've thought a lot about this whole Revelation side of things. Do you think this is headed in that direction?
I think this is interesting because yes, I mean, this is heading in a direction that seems to mirror. If you had told people 40 years ago that this was going to come, they would say, "Oh my gosh, this is exactly what we've expected." That this globalization, that this interconnectedness, that the cashless society, the idea that your phone is going to be what allows you to be able to travel to and from. But I would also warn people: look at China. China uses these sorts of things to track where people are going. If you go to church, there are some locations reportedly in China where you have to register on an app that you've gone to church. This becomes very concerning in a world in which there is freedom and liberty and truth and a First Amendment. Okay, fine. I guess this is a minor inconvenience or you risk hacking, but in a world where those things don't exist, even from a structural political level, this can be disastrous and dangerous. We see that in China, again, in other locations around the world. But when it comes to the theology around it, absolutely, this feels very much like the steps you take. I'm not saying this is the mark of the beast. I'm saying these are the steps you take getting towards that sort of thing where everything is.
All right, so I want to get one more because I just pulled this up real quick. Because I don't know if you talked about, did want to talk about this. So check it out. All right. This is an example of it.
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of your hand? This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and once it's there, you can pay for groceries, open doors, and even unlock your car. What if you could pay for your shopping with just...
You say, now what do you say about this?
That's an example of what they were talking about in the video.
No.
Video.
What, with the Apple ID? That's not the same thing.
You're right. I played that for no reason, but that did. Okay, let me rephrase. That reminded me of that, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Now that I can understand what you're talking about. It reminds you of that, but it's so. So what you want to know? What the question is, or what you?
Yeah. Well, your thoughts and general thoughts on how it could affect the future, how it affects us now, as far as
you go your thought first. I'm gonna sit back and listen to you, brother. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead. Remember, this is my question. Remember?
Yeah, I was trying to get away from that.
I know you was. Go ahead. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
My first thoughts are it's inevitable. It's inevitable, regardless of what we think is acceptable, what we think should or shouldn't happen. We just this is the way of the future. Just like this reminds me, and I really encourage people to watch the whole series of Black Mirror, but specifically the episode called Nosedive. I mentioned it before on the podcast. It's called Nosedive, and the whole currency in the entire society is ratings like 1 through 5 on social media. And the nicer a person you are, the nicer things you do for people, they give you higher ratings, and the higher your ratings, it's like it's a credit score as well. The higher your ratings, the better opportunities you get, the more money you get, and the lower the ratings, the poorer you are, the harder it is for you to pay for things in life. So when I see, digital ID, I think the first question that they ask, how soon, how easy is it for this to get hacked? Because if you're gonna put this or make this a mandate, which is I think is the vision for the future, make it a mandate. Are you gonna? Is there also added security and extra protection for people to make sure that their identity? But I also think, how is this different from how we attach our bank cards and our credit cards to our phone? Granted, it's not showing, it's not showing the super personal information outside of your name and the last four of the card number. But you're carrying it. You're kind of encouraging and you're encouraging the idea of it by adding your cards to your Apple Wallet. That's like, you could even say that the Apple Wallet and adding cards to your phone is tester for the digital ID. But ultimately, I disagree with it. I don't know how I can resist it, but I disagree with it.
I really don't have like you say, it's coming, bro. I don't know what you think gonna happen or whatever. Like you say, it's coming. So we cannot like it all you want, but it's coming. But when I first seen it, I'm like, I know I don't like it and I shouldn't like it, but you would like to get fucking convenience though. Like the convenience of it, you will love it. Like going through the airport and just showing your phone, your ticket on your phone, because it will link everything together. It will link your ticket with your ID, with everything. So, you'll show them that and you'll keep walking. You feel me? It's a lot of convenience to it, but like when it comes to convenience, it's like, shit can get skeptical. You feel me? So, would I like the convenience of it? Hell yeah. Got everything on my phone that I need. Keep it moving. I don't have no wallet. I don't have nothing because cash is going. Currency is all this. It's going to be everything. Going to be strictly digital. We ain't gonna have no more money. We ain't got no more cash. You're gonna be paying with everything with your hand, your phone, your eye. You're gonna be paying with it with some type of body part. So, is it coming? Yes. Do I gotta like it? No, I don't like it, but I know it's coming. Like you and Jay every day said in the text, it's inevitable. It is what it is. It ain't nothing we can do.
So Be Humble said, in Maryland, we can have our driver's license in our phone. We can have our driver's license in our phone. I mean, you can do that just by taking a picture of it, though, right?
But yeah, it ain't verified like though. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Let's see. He also said the Metro subway is all through the phone now. Elaborate on that a little bit. Be Humble. All through the phone, because I'm guessing it's just like Mal said with the airline ticket, which is super convenient, bro. Like you are absolutely right. It's super convenient because downloading the app and all the plane information being on my phone, just scan your phone and that's it. That's all.
Yeah, and you all you really do is just get your ticket and send it to your wallet.
It's funny that you said that. Check this out. He said, Be Humble said it's updated to the wallet, right? Y'all basically said it at the same time.
Well, all your cards, and that's just what the ID finna be. The ID finna be updated to your wallet. So, but I get your sentiment about your identity being stolen. They using your face and stuff for these robots or these robots that's coming. All that stuff gonna come in, bro. We don't have no say over none of this shit. Only way you have a say over this if you go in the mountains and get off the grid. Stop all this technology and just live off the land. If you don't plan on doing that, hey, it is what it is.
Would you do that? Would you try to be one of the people that live off the grid?
Hell yeah. Hell fuck yeah. Hell yeah. I don't like people neither. Hell fuck yeah. Well, if I had the land and the money and I can live off my land and had all, man, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What? Got me some solar power out there, boy, on 40 to 50 acres. I'll be dying for a motherfucker to come on my land. You're not leaving.
So here's a might be a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So, with a lot of things, not everything, but a lot of things, as it becomes less popular, as it becomes more scarce, it goes up in value, right?
Yeah.
With the decreasing of money, in the previous video we saw that the pennies are going away. They talked about how the nickel is more expensive to produce than its value and all that stuff. Do you think that at a certain point in time, actual currency will become valuable in itself?
Yeah, but you need to shut your mouth and just collect your coins. Just be quiet and collect them. I don't know if everybody else still collect pennies and got a jar of coins, because I just know that I don't discard all my change.
What y'all think? Be Humble, D-Money?
Yeah, of course. It's pennies out here now. If you go look through all your pennies, you can find a couple pennies that's worth like $5, $6 in your little penny jar. If you go look at them and go Google them, you ain't know that, did you?
I never thought about it.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You got pennies that's worth like $5, $6, $10 and shit like that if you go look through them.
So, but as far as generally speaking, you would say it would be better for people to hold on to it.
Hey man, I ain't telling you nothing. Get rid of it. Sell it to me, matter of fact. I'll give you a couple more dollars for it, please. I ain't telling you shit.
Okay, Be Humble said he think it only matters to collectors.
Well, that's what you say until you start needing that copper and the nickels and the silver and everything that's in the things, because you don't know what they actually put in and make this stuff out of until you need it and they can melt it down. You never know.
So, another hypothetical question along the same
What's
lines.
with all these hypotheticals, brother? What's going on?
Because I think about this stuff.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
It's on the same line. So, if hypothetically, pennies and nickels and all that stuff are going to theoretically become increase in value as the physical currency disappears, would you say people should, hypothetically, I have to preface it this way, should start getting rolls of that stuff made?
No.
Like if you got $20, get like 2 rolls of quarters. Think about pen. Okay, I get what you're saying. Be humble. I get what you're saying. Because think about it too. Like I guess it doesn't necessarily apply, but there was a point in time where people were collecting like special quarters. You remember that?
Silver dollars, $50. People still collect $2 bills and all that other shit too.
Bro, I had a collection of $2 bills.
You spent them? You fell on hard times?
No.
You was out here paying for hookers, man. You was giving out hookers $4 worth for $2 bills. It's crazy. You was out here like, hey, look, man, ain't nobody gonna trace this. I ain't got you in my phone or nothing. Here you go. I'm gonna leave this on the dresser when we get through. Yeah. You out here paying for hookers for $2 bills. It's crazy.
Bro, I put them, guess what you know how they say, and you know how they say you shouldn't the phrase goes. Now I'm not necessarily talking, well, never mind anyway. But I put them in each individual pages of a book. And somebody found it and stole the book from me.
Found what? Oh, $2 on each page?
Yeah. So they took the whole book. And then they got caught because they brought it. Somebody found it. Was like, what's that in your pocket? Why are your pocket so why does your pocket look like that? It looked like it had a whole bunch of stuff in the pocket. They took the pocket out. There's my $2 bills in there. But I don't know what happened to the $2 bills after we had that conversation.
You didn't get your $2 bills back?
I did. And now the book is gone.
Oh, okay.
So now here's a question about the Apple ID thing, right? I mean, not the Apple ID, the digital ID. How would that work if you lose your phone?
Guess what? You won't be getting your ass home today unless you go buy a new phone with your digital ID. But I'm gonna want to say you still will have the physical copy, and it'll be an option where like you want the digital copy, you want the physical copy, or you want both. Mm-hmm. Like you got your state ID and you got your driver's license, but it's like, why would you go get a state ID if you got a driver's license?
Right? That don't make sense. Like, why do you? Somebody needs to make sense of that to me. Why have both?
I get it, because if you get your driver's license took or whatever, you still got identification with the other one. I understand it, but I still think it's stupid.
So that's okay. If you have, let's just say you have your driver's license and you get pulled over, their driver's license gets taken, not suspended or anything. Now you're driving around with your state ID. You get pulled over again. The only license you have is your state ID.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. Yeah. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Hold on. I know what you're talking about. Hold on. I got something for that. Hold on. We might be even talking about the same thing. Hold on.
You got permission from Gunner Taylor? Or whatever fuck he said. I forgot what he said.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up.
No, not that one.
You
I
going
was thinking about that, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about that. Yeah, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You've been watching his stuff, lately?
He don't really do too much no more.
No. I see stuff. Not in comparison, but yeah, that's but going along with the digital ID, I think it's just another way, just like even with the introduction of debit cards as opposed to carrying cash, it's just another way for the government to have more access to you, like more direct access. I think.
Hey man, ain't nothing you can do about it. It's coming.
You know you can do it. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree. I'll just okay with the induction of all of this, this digital stuff that we're dependent on and all this. Do you think it's pushing you more into the idea of becoming a nomad and living off in the mountains somewhere? Or are you just, what, I'm just going to live and
people, because people talk a good game. Bro, how many people you think going to survive if we have to really get back out here and get it and go caveman style and live in the woods? How many people can sleep outside when you're hearing all type of noises and all that other shit? How many people know how to fish and hunt? How many people know how to start a fire? How many people know how to build a tent? Like, all these things need to be had. So no, people just talk shit. They're not going to do anything. How many people know how to shoot guns? How many people own guns? All these questions come into play. So if you keep asking about like, oh, I'm gonna go, no, you're not. You're not ready. And I ain't even gonna get the women about bugs. Like you're not going. Now that's one thing I could put. Like, nigga, like my wife get on me all the time because I'm one of them countries. I grew up down south, so I grew up in Florida. So I have no thing with catching shit with my hand. I used to catch lizards and put them in a jar and then wait and feed them, and they got too big till they bust the jar and I let them free. Like all this stuff, like I used to catch and kill with my hand. So if you huh? Go ahead.
The bust the jar?
Huh?
You said the lizard bust the jar? Like it just got too big for the
so big. It gets so big.
Or just too big for the jar.
No, it outgrew the jar. Like it keep growing and keep growing and keep growing, and then I let it grow because it's too good. It's too big.
Okay. Those are great questions though, because I was listening to, and I forget what the name of it. I thought I wrote it down, but A Righteous Perspective. I listened to him, and I'm on his panels on Wednesdays. He mentioned a book that was like literally, it's a book that if we find ourselves in a situation like you just described. Like if it's all like how to start a fire, how to use batteries, and for certain things other than just something electric to light it up. Like it's literally a built made on survival in case we get into that type of situation. In case we get into an apocalyptic situation.
I know it's gonna be, because I do outrageous shit. But look, we're gonna go to some basic stuff. You go into the woods to take a number 2. Do you use which leaves you use to wipe your ass? You gonna use that poison ivy over there? Do you even know what poison ivy look like? Now your ass itching for 4-5 weeks because you don't know what the fuck going on.
I think, man, I'm gonna email him and ask him what the name of the book was, and I'm gonna add it into the playback.
Yeah, but it's just simple things like that. So when people be sitting up there talking about, man, I ain't dealing with this, I'm going to live off grid, I'm going to do this. Nigga, it's going to take you a long time. And I'm not saying I'm ready for it. But you got to learn how to adapt. If you ain't an adapting person and you hate change and all this stuff, bro, you ain't going to survive.
Yeah, because, have you ever had a situation recently where you let's just say you didn't have your phone for whatever reason, forgot it in your car, forgot it at home, and you had to go for hours or maybe half the day without it, a certain portion of the day without it.
That'd be cool with me. Bro, look here. I'm the type of person, I know people who call me, they'll be like, Maul is the last person you should call because you don't answer the phone. And it ain't that. It's just that when I go in certain places, my phone go in certain modes. When I go to the gym, I got a fitness mode. When I come home, I got a personal mode. When I'm at doing this, it's a meeting mode. When I do this, it's a this mode. This is that mode. At 10 o'clock at night, at 10:45 at night, if you're not on my personal list of people to call and get through me, you're going to voicemail. And it happens to a lot of people. And people are like, you don't know. No, it's just that I don't be the one that's on the phone texting all that. Like the group chat can be going off, and I won't hear not a thing. But then when I go check it, it's 395 messages. I'm not reading all that shit. But that's me. That's me. I got different modes for different times where I'm at. And I got it set up to where it knows my location. So when I get here, it automatically turns on a minute instantly. That's just how I do things. I ain't telling you to do nothing, but this is just how I do things to keep my sanity. I don't want to keep hearing dings and messages and stuff going off from all the notifications I got.
I just turn off notifications for a lot of things. And then I look at every so often I look at my phone and I see I have messages or notifications for whatever. But I've been changing it though, because people, speaking of, the dependency on Apple and the advancement of the technology, people would message me and say, yeah, did you see my message on IG? And I'll have, a lot of times I uninstall IG and Facebook. You see my message? I was trying to call you. You mean I got to download that? Okay, all right. But yeah, so I'm to finalize this. I'm against it, but I can't do anything about it. What you got?
I'm almost saying shit to me. I don't gotta know, but I just know I'm against it, but I know the convenience it'll bring. Like that.
And I think that's what these technology companies that are advancing so much in technology are depending on. They know that people want convenience. And they're not basing it necessarily off of the fact that they want their technology to be out there to everybody to use. They're looking to solve people's issues. They're looking to make people's lives more convenient and easier to live. So in doing that, more people lose jobs, the technology advances more, and the government gets more access to our everyday lives. But Be Humble said, y'all might not remember, people used to use checks at stores.
Facts. I don't know how old Spaces is, but I remember that shit. I remember my grandma writing checks. You don't remember that, Spaces?
You talking about one of these?
Oh, for sure. To be honest with you, I still got checks in my drawer right now.
Hey man, I'll have to ask somebody that works in like Walmart and stuff like that. Do y'all still take those? Like,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And that's what I mean. It's like,
because you used to, because where I'm from down in Florida, it's a grocery store called Publix. You used to go in there, pay for your food with groceries, and write it $25 over to get cash back. That's how old I am. So don't play with me.
All right. Thank you guys for kicking with us. So we got this last thing that Maul sent us. I don't know if you were trying to make a conversation of it. I think this was more like a end of podcast type of thing. The video on TikTok you sent.
Let me see.
Let's see.
What you sound like, some age educational type shit?
You remember this?
I don't know, player. I'll probably get familiar with it. I see.
Why is everybody too cool to say my bad or I'm sorry? Like
Facts.
you was wrong
The
or
mesh.
weak or something. That's actually how you grow. That's how real adults move. But there's too many people out here that's grown in age but childish in the mindset. You can't heal or fix that you won't hold yourself accountable for. Every friendship, relationship, and bond gonna suffer if you always trying to be right. Sometimes it ain't about ego, it's about respect. Being real, being solid, being grown means owning your fuck-ups, not hiding from them. I'm sorry don't make you soft. My bad don't make you soft. It make you trustworthy if you mean it and you correct the problem. Cause now people know you aware and you care enough to fix it, to try to do better. But when you deflect, gaslight, or ignore it, you just showing me you not mature enough to be close to me.
I agree with everything he said. Because I'm a person, I don't know if Space has ever, heard it come from me, but I'm a person that be like, yeah, my bad, I fucked up right there. Yeah, my bad, I misspoke right there. I'm not too proud to say I'm sorry, and I teach my son that. Because I always say sorry to my son in a heartbeat. If I did something, if I went off the rails a little bit too much, if I went, clean off or anything like that, I'm not trying to win every argument. I'm not trying to make you look like a fool. It's about us bouncing stuff off each other. And if I just don't agree with that and I don't rock with it, I just don't rock with it. But that's not my goal, is to not win every conversation, every disagreement we have. No, I want to come to the solution so we can come to a nice resolution. And if I was wrong, hey, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't my intent. But now, if I did do it and I stand on it, fuck you. I'm one of them. Fuck you.
Kamal, what's good, my guy? Appreciate
What's
you. What's
going on, Kamal?
You catching us at the end of it, but yeah, bro, I agree. You know what this made me think of? I see people on the internet in particular, and I've seen it in real life as well. They say, if you say it, then stand on it. Right? They say, if you say whatever you say, stand on it. Don't be wavy in whatever it is that you say. I think that's a conflict. To me, that would be a conflict in me, because that's telling me that even if you're wrong, they're telling people, even if you're wrong, stand on the fact that you're wrong. And that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make way for productive conversation to me. If you're wrong, if I'm wrong about something, somebody proves me wrong. Oh, you're right, you got it, you're right. Or specifically, and I can say, if I'm being honest, there are some times specifically in life where saying the phrase, if that's what he's saying in the video, saying the phrase "I'm sorry" or "I apologize." I say I apologize. I don't like the way the "I'm sorry" sounds. I say my apologies, my apologies. Sometimes that can be difficult to say. I won't lie to you.
Why? To me, before you answer, to me, you saying that is you not fully grown and not fully to just take whatever consequences that come your way. When you can't say "I'm sorry" like you said, and it hurts you to say, that means you got some childishness. That's some kid shit. That's childish. If you really look at it, it's childish. Because like you say, and I agree with you on that. I do agree. If you really believe what you said and you don't think you're wrong, yeah, stand on that. But if you're not, it's not wavy if you're just going to apologize. Like if we said something, sometimes I meant that shit and I said it. I ain't apologizing for shit. I said what I said. But then sometimes it's like, bro, that was fucked up. My bad. I'm sorry. But if you want to stand on it, stand on it. Don't be, and also too, you already know my motto. Keep the same energy because you didn't want to apologize. Don't when they start taking everything from you, now you want to apologize. No, brother. Keep that same energy.
Be humble, hit it right on the head. That's exactly what I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to phrase it. Sometimes that pride kicks in.
And I'm not gonna say pride don't kick in with me on certain things, but certain things I just don't give a fuck about pride. Especially when it comes to somebody I love and I feel like I hurt them, or I feel like we're trying to get to the bottom of a solution or a resolution. My pride is out the window. Wow. Wow. What I say? Or when I said fuck you?
No, man, but you're right though. You're right.
Your pride shouldn't be in the way I'm gonna just give a blanket statement. You're married. You and your wife gonna have a plethora of fucking discussions. She's gonna feel one way, you're gonna feel another way. It's not saying either one of you are wrong of how y'all feel, but you have to understand where the other is coming from or why they feel the way that they feel. So it's okay to say, I'm sorry you felt that way. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I wasn't thinking about it like that. That's my bad, but I didn't mean it like that. This the marriage shit talking now.
You know what they're starting to sound like?
What?
I'm sorry that you feel like my words hate you.
my words hate you?
Because that's what people say to not fully apologize for what they did.
What?
They'll say, I'm sorry that it came off to you. That how do I say it? How did they say it?
I think I know what you're talking about. And that's when you see them type of people, you leave them the fuck alone.
How do they say it?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a backhanded apology.
Yeah, it's a backhanded apology. You're right.
Yeah. I want to say it. I want to say it. How do they say it? Like, I'm sorry that you feel like my words were meant to hurt you or whatever.
Like, I'm sorry you're a sensitive motherfucker and my words hurt you.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're so sensitive.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you can't take it, but yeah, bro. Yeah. Let's see. David stuck with us to the end. Appreciate you, bro. Be home said, Maul, the Southern Baptist minister. Yeah, man, that was definitely something that is an ongoing practice for people. It's an ongoing practice. That pride will definitely get in the way and stop people. That actually ties into what I said a few weeks ago when I said one of my biggest pet peeves is people not being able to admit when they're wrong.
But it's also, I don't even take it as that. I take it as, bro, you still got a lot more growing to do. It's okay. Man or woman, if you can't apologize and you can't come to like conflict resolutions and all that stuff, and your ego is still so fragile and in the way and all that stuff, all I look at it is, you got a lot more growing to do. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You got a lot more growing to do, though.
Do you think it's immaturity?
Yeah, it's immaturity in there. It's mixed in. I'm not gonna say it's fully, but it's a little bit in there. It's a little bit of ego, not wanting to be wrong, thinking everybody out to get you. It's a lot mixed in with that. I'm not gonna say it's all on just one little per thing. It's a lot mixture in there with that.
Okay, I got you. So you're saying it's a mixture because I was going to say, do you think it's ego? I'm sorry. Do you think it's immaturity? You think it's ego? You think it's pride?
Not saying I'm sorry. The little child in you still in there fighting and trying to get out when you're a grown adult because you know you probably got wrong and you probably ain't got that healing from when motherfucker did you like that. So the little kid come out, you're like, no, I ain't doing that. You hurt me the last time I did. You know, like the little inner kid of you come out all the time.
All in all, stop being so prideful to admit that you were wrong and be willing to apologize to people.
That's a fact. And it's okay to be like, you was right, my bad, bro. Or just to go back on something you said or something like I'll look at all this, bro, to be honest with you. What you gave her $39.50 instead of $40? He gave her $39.50 instead of $40. That's what happened.
I gave you 40. I know I gave you 40.
You ain't see them 4 quarters on that dresser?
Better keep them 4 quarters. Them things gonna be valuable in a minute.
Yeah, but to me, it's all about growing up, though. That's what it really is too. Because I've been, like you say, it's a part of when you had to grow up or when you had to really come out here and stand on your own too, and that's when you learn that. Like, everybody ain't out to get you. Everybody ain't trying to, like, show. It is some people, but you got to maneuver through that and know which is which.
All right. Thank you guys for kicking with us. Real quick, Be Humble said, it was back in like 2018 and me and that coworker still good even after I left to get a new job.
Yeah.
He said, I once apologize. I ain't been wrong since. That one apology. Thank you guys for kicking with us. This has been another rendition of your favorite after church podcast, the No Key Podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, Kings. I am your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your luxurious host, Maul, man. Meeting adjourned, y'all. Holla at y'all.